Alright, so you start off by cutting the celery, and I like to get the biggest, greenest pieces. And just wash it, take all the leaves off, and then you can begin cutting it. You can cut it the long ways, it looks pretty like that, but I really like it the sideways way. I don't know what you call that. Mama's dumb. But you can pretty much do whatever you want. I found these really big peppers. You can use whatever kind of pepper you want, but they're really big and they're kind of like the sweet peppers. I think it adds a pretty color and a nice flavor to almost any dish. I like buying these carrot sticks. They already come cut. Now you get to shred some chicken. I like shredding it just like barely. Clean the chicken if it's gross. It's got some like nasty little bits, you just clean it off. I like to add oil from the peanut butter. With time, the peanut butter starts releasing the oil and it kind of goes to the top of the container when it's 100% natural peanut butter. Heat up your pan to medium high, and when it's nice and warm, you can start cooking. Don't cook your hand. It is time. Pop all those yummy veggies in there. I finally remembered the onion. Make sure it's not too hot. You don't want your stuff to get burnt. Just medium high. Now it's time to start cooking. Alright, so you can put some peanut butter, like 2 big ass scoops of it in a Ziploc bag, and then cut a little hole so you can squeeze it out. or you can just plop it right in there. Just make sure you mix it in real good too. Just cut it, and I feel like it's a little nicer when you do it with a Ziploc, but you don't have to do it. I've done it both ways and it works just fine. I like to wait until the veggies are a little bit cooked before I put onions in, because they take a shorter time to cook. So they'll be ready before everything else is ready, and you don't want that. Stab the heck out of those onions to separate them. Now you can plop the chicken in. And drizzle a little bit of soy sauce on it. I like to use the reduced sodium one. Mix it a lot, and anytime you feel like it's getting a little dry, just add a tiny bit more of soy sauce. Just add as much soy sauce as you need. Just try not to overdo it, because there is a lot of sodium in that. I know I should have used a bigger pan. It would have been much more comfortable. And now it's time for the main attraction. Squeeze. And then I just add a little more oil to make it mix better. Make sure you mix it a lot so that you don't have big chunks of peanut butter, which wouldn't be so terrible anyways, but if you want it to be all super mixed up, you should stir it as much as possible. So yummy. This dish is so easy and it's so yummy and it always comes out perfect. It always tastes amazing. Alright, I cover it up with a bunch of kale. I like to add a lot of kale because it wilts and it gets really nice and easy to mix into the food. So I like to turn off the heat and just cover it, and that itself will just cook it. Just a little bit of heat that's left over in the pan is enough for it to cook all the way. It's ridiculous how much I was able to fit into this pan. I'm surprised I didn't spill more. Alright, so here I like to put a giant handful of peanuts. It's so good, you guys. It's so tasty. I like to cook the peanuts a little bit too. I like the peanuts being nice and hot. It tastes so good. So I highly recommend you guys try this and let me know what you think. I like to add sesame seeds at the very end because it tastes really good and it looks pretty too. Thanks for watching.